this deck. This version is different from the version that Whitefaces sent me before. We've cut the Goblin bombardments completely, but we still have Cabal Therapy, which I think is like one of the best cards in this deck. And we still have Entombs, and we still have Thoughtseize. So the major upgrades from the modern version are Cabal Therapy, Entomb, and Serenity in the sideboard. I think is just incredible. Sam, I don't know, maybe. I mean, I'm not going to tell you to do it, but I'm also going to not tell you to not do it. By the way, it was fun hanging out last weekend, Sam. I'm glad you beat me so bad that I played Blue-Red instead of Grixis. Also, shout out, this stream and the stream on Wednesday are my last 2 streams of the month to fundraise for the American Cancer Society. I obviously hope I get to, you know, the total of 2,000, but I'm pretty happy where we've gotten so far. So, and all subs, bits, and you know, whatever are going to go to it for this month. So, for this month, as in up until the Wednesday stream, towards the end of the Wednesday stream. So, thanks for everyone supporting me this month, and you know, let's play some Gak. The Gak attack. Alright. I went 4-1 the first time I played this with this deck. I punted once versus Maverick, and it was kind of annoying, but it's my fault. Basically, it was a spot where I was supposed to therapy my opponent for Plow with a Bloodghast because I had a fetch in play. But I fetched first, and they just plowed my Bloodghast in response. And it kind of spiraled out of control out from there. So, the Gak, Jarvis Gak. Alright, we're playing against someone I don't recognize, but this hand's pretty good. Oh, I don't even know what that card is. Oh, is that actually good? I don't know if that's good or not, Sam. Oh, do we think there's Storm or not? It's probably bad, Hogaak. Alright, so I could Entomb for Bloodghast, or I could Looting, discarding 2 Gaks. I wonder which is better. Could also, if I was really scared, Cabal Therapy my opponent for Infernal Tutor, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Oh, I could just Entomb next turn. Yeah, you're right. Well, they're not necessarily a foul deck, but I think leading with Looting is probably correct. They might foul the Looting if they think I'm Reanimator, actually, which is kind of nice. Alright, well, I'll discard one of each of these now instead. Next turn, I could actually Therapy Infernal, Entomb for Bloodghast, Therapy my opponent for Infernal, Flashback Therapy, and probably hit, and maybe Flashback Gak. I didn't count the number of cards, but it might be close. It's also possible I was supposed to play a... Oh no, I didn't have that fetch in my hand, never mind, so probably not, but... Oh, this is much better for me, I think. Yeah, I don't really need the Altar versus probably Grixis Control. I think it's probably just, like, not even a necessary card. I think I'm going to Entomb for Bloodghast. What should I Therapy my opponent for? think I'm gonna therapy them for holy mold. What? How? Like, okay, let's try to construct a scenario where they actually beat me. What does that look like for them? It probably involves like. I guess it could involve Jace, but I think Jace is going to be too slow. Right. I'm just going to therapy for force. Mostly because I don't really want to waste another turn casting a second Hogaak. Don't know if this is right, but this seems like a reasonable plan to me. Yo, what's up, Mike? Alright. I was not going to name any of those cards, but... Entomb looked pretty good this game. It's going to allow me to get back that and then play Hogaak. And I don't think Grixis control can really beat a Hogaak. So, there you go. So, Whitefaces made the great point about Goblin Bombardment that it doesn't work well with Bridge from Below. And really, this is more of a Bridge from Below deck than it is like a need to interact with their opponent's creatures deck. So, that's basically the reasoning behind it. I'm going to side in the 4th Thoughtseize and like side out like one altar. I don't even think you need all of the altars in this matchup. Yeah, this seems like a really good matchup, Cliffy. I think the only way I could lose is to, like, a lot of graveyard hate, plus them having a fast clock. I'm not going to side in Serenity. I don't think it's good versus them, because I think their graveyard hate tends to be spell-based instead of permanent-based. Like, it's just going to be a bunch of surgicals, and maybe, like, a Nihil Spell Bomb, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to, like, play my normal game, and I think that's going to beat them. 1 Scourge. I don't like Silent Gravestone. It's not really necessary. You played through Surgical really well with this deck, Mike. If you've played the modern version. Alright. Scourge might be good. I'm going to write that down. I don't like Thalia versus Grixis control, really. I mean, like, I would like it if I was playing Death and Taxes, but I don't think this deck wants it. What was the card called again? Scourge of Nel Toth? Alright, they chose not to shuffle. I wonder what I'm supposed to do here. I definitely don't own a bunch of Scourges that I bought because I thought they might be good in this kind of deck at some point. Oh, Sam. What should I do? Should I Supplier or should I Looting? Probably should just Looting, and if I get Surgical, it's not even a big deal. I guess I could Supplier, too. If I'm going to Supplier, I think I should Supplier off Badlands. If they Surgical me, I'm not, like, whatever. Ooh, are they going to Surgical my Looting? Supplier is good to cast Hogaak without a window. I guess that's true. Anyways, I'll attack first. If they block with the snap, I'm thrilled about that. What should I therapy them for? Or should I lead with looting, then therapy? I feel like I should actually... So the options are, I therapy first, then play fetch and get Badlands and cast another looting. Or... if I'm not a coward, I would just looting first. Kind of wish I had a Thoughtseize in my hand. This would make it a lot easier. Therapy them first for surgical. I kind of am wondering if I should just therapy them for Snapcaster first. It's really hard. I don't think the likelihood I hit a second bridge is terribly high for what it's worth. But I guess I'll therapy for surgical. It sort of makes sense for them to have that in their hand. Whoa. Oh, so they had the snap. Yeah, I really wanted to name snap. Now I'm gonna just name surgical, I think. Whoa, Ashiok. Alright. It's something, alright. So the way I beat Ashiok is by getting enough permanents in my graveyard so I can cast Hogaak in a window. Alright. Well, I was not gonna name Ashiok, but I was actually gonna name Snapcaster first. I'm not casting the looting this turn for obvious reasons. They're going to play Ashiok. I probably have to fetch in response to Ashiok because it does have other texts that I've forgotten about. Mostly because I've only really played against this card in War of the Spark Limited. Really. So, I'm going to fetch for another Badlands in response to Ashiok. This is probably where I wish my deck had Vengevine, realistically speaking. This I cannot use. Right. Okay. Guess I have to looting, really. Well, that's bad. I think I'm... Well, I guess I'm not actually losing, but they can just also sit on the Ashiok, right? Well, I guess they're going to Ashiok away my looting, but I don't know. This is slightly awkward. What I actually want to do is just draw some creatures, I suppose. Huh. I actually think I just want to draw, like, random Bloodghast and Gravecrawlers or whatever, but... Yo, what's up, Seeker? Seeker, I might be free this weekend. I don't know if you all are. Just send me a message on Facebook. Anyways, okay. I don't know. I still think this is probably a good matchup for me. So they have a Decay, Trophy, and Unknown in their hand. That's not good. Yes, I am holding the GAC because of Ashiok. I'm also holding lands because I just think there's a very high likelihood I'll want to discard a land to a looting if I draw a looting. They probably only have like one of these at most in their deck, right? That's bad. Alright, I'm gonna play this land. This Mire is like basically dead. Remember, Ashiok has real text. It's just like doesn't really have that text in limited, so that's why you might not know about it. Not ideal. Probably get them next game. I really just want to draw a discard spell on my opener versus like these types of decks, I think. Alright. My hand sucks. I'm okay with them seeing my entire deck because I've literally only changed one card from my main to the sideboard. And it's really hard to determine that, really. So. I wonder when I'm supposed to concede. Not yet. Yo, what's up, Eddie? Concede now? Why? I don't feel dead. Ignite memories? Yo, this is not Worlds 2007. I'm not going to lose to Ignite memories. Okay. I'd probably take like 21 damage from 3 copies. That's technically the most likely outcome. I wonder when I'm allowed to concede. Kind of want to see if they'll... Alright, they didn't force it. So I'm actually going to take game actions because I don't really think I can do anything else. Come on, gas! Come on! Extirpate? Okay, whatever. Okay. I'm not going to let them see my deck, but I think I'm basically dead. I mean, Extirpate's not really that frightening. Maybe I will play Thalia on the play instead of Altar. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I don't really need Altar versus that type of deck. I mean, it's nice to have, but it's also kind of unnecessary, I think. Because I think their deck is so poorly built to actually beat a GAC. So we'll just trim all of the Altars and try to get them. That was something, alright. I'm not really sure what it was. Mize. Didn't you know I was playing Black-White Hate Bears? Also, our opponent has 61 cards in their deck. Now. Should I Thoughtseize? Probably should just Thoughtseize on one. Yeah, I'll Thoughtseize on one. Interesting. Why? Do I even care about the Ashiok Seeker? I'm actually skeptical I even care about this Ashiok. So, what is my plan? I think you could make an argument for Strix, but sure. I think I would have taken push, actually. But, whatever. Hopefully I don't get punished. I don't understand. What's with the Flusterstorm? Mike, if that's my noble, shouldn't I take push? Like, literally, if that's my plan, I should take push, right? I'm actually skeptical. Alright. Do you all think our opponent was supposed to keep their hand? Yeah, I also would not have kept that hand, I think, but whatever. Yes, the Flusterstorm's pretty bad versus me, I think, actually. 1, 2, 3. Alright. I'm just gonna beat down for 5 and play a Ghast. You think that's better than playing Ghast? Actually, maybe it is. Alright. I can sort of believe that I'm supposed to do this. Well, actually, it's a lot worse versus the removal in their hand, right? So maybe I should just play this. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Ghast. I changed my mind. They have a Strix and a push and a trophy. So if I make a big feeder, the Strix, if they draw blocks, is just the best blocker possible. And if they don't draw black anyways, they're dying by so much that it doesn't matter. Alright. Yeah, so they drew black. They're gonna play Strix now. Yo, thank you, Barfus Poo. Your sub will go to the, Whoa! That's not good. Alright. Well, we'll respond to that. I guess they might name human instead, but I'm definitely sacking the Gravecrawler in response. Right. Damn, the Scrubland's fucking us up. If I sack Thalia, I could play Hogaak, but is that even good? Not really. Oh, the swamp is probably more at fault. What did I fetch? I fetched Scrubland this game, right? It can. It can. Alright. I guess I offer the Bloodghast for the Plague Engineer. Because that's a good trade for me. That's fair, Sam. Alright. What's up, obvious villain? How did Dallas go for you? Right. So opponent has these 4 in hand. They can probably double spell with this turn, which is not great for me. 11-4? Not bad, but obviously not what you're hoping for, right? Okay. I guess... What's the plan? I attack with both first? Well, the Fluster Storm is turned on. It's not really, right? Like, I mean, look at their hand. They can fluster my looting, but I can just tap my other 2 lands to pay for it, right? Ah, sack first is probably the best play, yeah. The Bloodghast does in fact have haste. Well, so what I'm thinking about is they have Trophy, right? So do I even want to cast like a giant big creature, White Faces? That's what I'm debating right now. I mean, I could, but I don't really understand what it accomplishes, right? If I'm going to looting, I should sack this then. Well, Real Driver, I was trying to debate whether I should attack first before doing any of this. Attacking him first might have actually been correct in a weird sort of way. That's pretty good. Alright, now I think I'm going to cast Hogaak, given those series of draws. And now I can also just keep casting Gravecrawlers to make 1/1 zombies, which is pretty nice too. Plus pitch Fluster, that's fine. So their hand is Trophy Strix. Oh, the Fluster was turned on in a very different way than Doe. I mean, I think I'm pretty far ahead now, like... Strix is gone. Alright, so they have Trophy Unknown. I guess if their Unknown card is good, I might be in trouble, but it doesn't really feel like I'm in trouble, given these 1/1 zombies also just attack through the Strix. The gas attacks through the Plague Engineer. I guess this could block there, so it's not easy street yet. Okay, well, that is not that relevant. Note their mana base has not been that cooperative to them, but c'est la vie, I suppose. I feel like that does something. What does it do? I guess I can just... I guess I would Entomb for Bloodghast, probably? I should have cast Looting first, I think, actually. Don't think my opponent could possibly have anything by this point. Seems really hard for them to have anything. It's not actually irrelevant. Like, what if they have Toxic Deluge or Damnation or something weird? I'm just going to cast it because it's basically free to do so. Well, that's embarrassing for them. Guess I would rather... Yo, I understand I missed 2 damage. I don't think it's going to matter, but you are correct. Also, I didn't actually really miss 2 damage because the real answer is Carrion Feeder is going to get blocked 100% of the time. It's a good point, Seeker. What if they have Tooth the Slaughter instead? Well, first off, it's a 1/1, so I don't know where you're getting 2 damage from. So if they have to block, this is basically a force block, and these are probably force blocks. So I missed 1 damage. There's also a real reason not to sacrifice Bloodghast if you think they drew Surgical Extraction that turn Real Driver. I don't think the bridge matters that much. I would rather just get them dead. This is the Exile trigger, so Exile trigger is on the stack first. Whoa, why did it move over there? Right. I believe my opponent has died. Note, even if they had a Damnation, I could just Faithless Looting into a land and kill them, which is pretty good. Alright, so we're 1-0. We played against, I guess, Sultai control, but it felt relatively easy. Toxic Deluge. They could. So I can therapy myself for Bridge from Below. Or I could just lead on Carrion Feeder. What should I do? I think I actually should lead on Gravecrawler? Yeah, I think I should lead on Gravecrawler, actually. And next turn, I can therapy myself for a Bridge from Below, play Carrion Feeder. Guess I'll play around Days. It's mostly free. What? They're conceding in response to therapy myself? What the hell? I don't think so, Mike. So I don't know. In any case, I think I'm just gonna side these out. I'll just blindside in Thalia. It's likely to be good versus basic island. It might not be insane, but it's likely to be at least good, so. I don't really understand what happened right there, but I'll take it, I suppose. That seems less unlikely, Mike Noble. I mean, Mike, this is definitely the type of deck I could see you playing in, like, a random SCG. I agree. Well, it's probably some slow blue deck. I'm sorry, Sam. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. um, this is a mulligan, right? This hand does not seem great. All right. Oh, this is fine. I remember, Mike. So have I. We're like ancient wizards. Comrade in arms, as one might say. I think it's Miracle. Is Miracle or White Blue Stoneblade? Oh, maybe it's... Is it D? Okay, never mind. I'm just way off. I'd rather get this dazed. I was trying to figure out which one to play first. Filth for the mirrors, Mike. You remember that? Spell Pierce. Okay. I mean, you can have a Spell Pierce in your hand. It's not going to do much for my hand. They're just good, clean living. What can I say? I remember Filth. Yeah, Filth was great. Wonder was obviously good, but Filth was better for specifically all of the decks that had swamps in them, obviously. Torian Winds was a fun time. Zombie Infestation. And those were some good days. Actually, maybe they weren't good. Maybe they were just bad days, but whatever. Yeah, I remember Torian Winds was so good in the deck. Just have to shuffle. Alright, I think I'm going to attack for 2. Guess I'll play around Daze. I mean, I don't really want them to daze this, but I'm okay with them dazing that, I think is a reality. So... obviously I give up, like, a little bit of value. Well, I guess I didn't, but... I'm just gonna get another swamp. Or... nah... Alright, I'll let them waste me. Change my mind, because I do have that looting in the yard, so at some point I might flash it back. Interesting. So they didn't surgical in response to feeder, which makes me think they don't have surgical. So I'm going to just initiate. Alright. Didn't, like, full-on get him, but I think I'm in pretty good shape. I think it's... We're gonna have a bunch of zombies soon enough, so... I guess they could top deck Surgical. Like, they didn't shuffle off of their Ponder. Alright, that's fine. Pyromancer or Arcanist? Okay, I still feel favored. Maybe I was just supposed to get Swamp anyways. That's like kind of a weird decision, right? Bottom one, top one. I think the Carrion Feeder is more valuable just because it sizes well. I actually contemplated letting it die, but I think that would be an error. By the way, if they daze this, I don't care because I can just replay it. Life total might matter, so I'm going to be a little bit cautious. But I am going to let them surgical this if they want. See, I'm 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could put them to 6. I think this is fine. Even if they true name next turn, I think I will barely outrace it. Yeah, that's the plan. Next turn, my plan is to actually lead with well, I do not really care about that. This was the other reason I wanted to preserve my thing. I didn't think about specifically Rough Tumble, but obviously Carrion Feeder like doesn't give one hell of a damn about that. Interesting. That might be pretty good. Not explaining my plan, but I think if they... Oh, so they just drew Surgical this turn. It's fine. I'm probably going to Therapy them for, like, Vapor Snag. So I don't think they can really beat me without a Vapor Snag. Oh. Shoot. Well, I guess they're forced to block the Carrion Feeder anyways. So I'm not actually giving anything up, but technically should have sacked this before playing my land. If they Surgical again, they're so dead anyways that it doesn't really matter. You can waste me. I think I'm gonna just Therapy them for Vapor Snag. If they have True Name, that's fine. Like, I don't really care. Arcanist and Pierce. Alright, the Arcanist is on blocking duty. I knew about the Pierce. I don't even care about the Pierce. So... I also don't really care about the Arcanist, so... just let them keep both. I guess I could have therapied the Arcanist just to clear out the blocker for sure. Nice. Pretty easy 2-0. I think both of those matchups are good for this deck, so I guess Delver is sort of draw dependent. But I definitely had the better end of the draw on that side. Alright, match 3. Strifo. This is probably 4-color pile or something. This is like the Dak and Ren opponent, so... I think I'll just lead on Thoughtseize, actually. Alright, do I care about any of these? I guess Baleful Strix is the most powerful card in their hand. I could have taken Dak if I was scared about getting my... So you can get Bayou and Volk and play Ren and 6 and like return a Delta to their hand, but like whatever. You can do that. That's adorable. I plan on making zombies for days. Zombies for days. Interesting. Do I just play Supplier or do I Therapy Dak? I think I want to discard these two. Play the Supplier. You want a Therapy Dak? I guess if they spend a turn killing this, it doesn't even matter. Well, what's my actual plan, I guess, is what I should have actually thought about first. I think discarding this is relatively free. I don't know. This is kind of complicated. I guess I'll just fetch for Badlands and Therapy Dak. Alright, so they just have a bunch of lands now? Oh, they still have a Delta left. I can just feel the spell bomb off the top. Alright. What? Oh, come on! It's probably going to be fine, actually, but... Oh. I mean, not really because I had Carrion Feeder, but they were gonna. I think they were just gonna die to that no matter what they did. Is the actual answer? That's like my professional opinion. Yeah, I can cast Gravecrawler, which is actually pretty good here too. Two, three, four, five. I'm gonna save the feeder in case if they're probably gonna chump like this. I mean, it makes 2 zombies, but casting Gravecrawler is the same thing as casting feeder. This is a zombie that dies to Plague Engineer, and this is also a zombie that dies to Plague Engineer. So you just have to decide which one you want to die to Plague Engineer more. And I would rather get Gravecrawler killed, right? Wow, that was just... I don't even know how to describe that. I'm gonna set it all with the altars again. Just a bad card versus Strifo, I think. That was a nice game. Oh boy. The Gack. The bridges and the Gacks and the zombies. Really, this is like the best zombies deck I've ever played in my life, I think, is the way I should put it. It is a nice one. I'm gonna keep. It's not the like most insane hand, but we have redraws and plus like a reasonable curve, and I have my lands, so I'm gonna lead on Thoughtseize actually. All right. Feels like I should take Baleful Strix. You could make a case for Snapcaster, but... Well, actually, I don't think you really can. Baleful Strix lets them get the ball rolling, so... They're gonna punching fire it, but that's fine. Alright, so they drew another Grove. So I guess I actually want to say go. So I say go. Don't really want to bring the gas back when it just dies to a punching fire essentially for free. Alright, so Island, Snap, P-Fire, P-Fire. This at least costs them like 3 mana to and 2 life to kill the Bloodghast. I'm okay with that. We went 4-3 drop. The math was actually closer than it should have been, so we actually weren't supposed to drop. But there were X2 ones that KO'd off the X3s. I think my math was actually bad. So if I bring that back, not much happens, so I won't. Alright, that is good. It's really good, actually. guess I'll get some basics. Joke's on them. Why would I care about that? I guess I can force the play by leaving one bridge. You can still kill your own bridge. I don't really care about that. It's possible. Well, so if I didn't leave one bridge, they're not forced to make that play. So I think I actually have to make that play. Okay. So they have a P-Fire and 2 unknown cards. I have another swamp to go get, fortunately. If they don't have surgical here, like, this is actually, like, relatively okay for me. Ah, yeah, so opponent realizes their mistake. I think their last card is unknown. I'll just name Jace anyways. Abrupt Decay. Alright, I'll attack and KO their Decay, and then I do actually need to draw something good. Basically, they have 2 P-Fires, and we'll see if my deck can beat 2 P-Fires from this board state. I think it can. If it can't, my deck would be kind of bad, actually. Interesting. So their hands P-Fire. I'm gonna save that one. There's no real reason to cast it right now. No reason to play that. Basically, if I just draw creatures, I don't think my opponent's in good shape. But obviously, if I don't, it's going to be a little bit harder. That's not ideal. Whatever. So I really want to draw Faithless Looting, I think, is the answer. Maybe my opener was a mulligan, actually, but I didn't think it was. Ask and ye shall receive. Is there any reason to keep this Gak in my hand now? They've already burnt his surgical, and I know their hand's 2 P-Fires. 2, 3, 5, 6. Not really, I think. Does that do anything? I go doesn't really do anything, I think. Because they can always deed me in response, so... I guess I'm going to discard... See, next turn, what's my plan? I could go Thalia, Supplier... This is kind of complicated. Kind of think I don't need these lands, though. Alright. Discard the lands and say go. My plan next turn is to play Thoughtseize, Supplier, Thalia, Gravecrawler, if they let me. That was good for them. I guess they were drawing bricks for a while, so... It's not great. It is complicated. You're gonna spellbomb me here? Flashback looting doesn't really do anything. Guess I'll Thalia and see what they do. It's all like sort of awkward, actually. I think I'm gonna play Gravecrawler. I'm not sure why they didn't spellbomb me with the Gravecrawler on the stack. Actually, sort of confused by that. Maybe they have a 7th land, which would not be great for me, I think. Okay. No, they have 2 P-Fires, right? Yeah, I think they have 2 P-Fires. Right, so they're gonna, I guess, exile more of my graveyard. There's the third bridge. Three looting's gone. I'm gonna Thoughtseize my opponent to see what's up. I know they have at least a punching power. Does the deluge do anything? I hit them for 8, they go to 7. I guess they go Pulse of Marasa, Deluge. Well, I'm taking one of the 2, right? I guess I'm supposed to take Deluge and hope they don't draw a land. No! Yeah, that's alright. Oh, you ready for this? They're gonna deed and I'm gonna entomb. I don't have any gas left. It is awesome. Couldn't cast the Gak no matter what, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it was basically impossible. But that Entomb was a good draw. They can mow down my creatures, but... I mean... What else am I going to do? They can't really mow this one down that easily, so... No! Why? Oh! Oh no. It's gonna get harder, I suppose. Might be dead now. All my bridges are gone. Right. I feel confident I can win the next game. I do think Thalia is really good versus their deck after seeing their construction. I think this might be a KO now, actually. I have no bridges left. Actually, it might be a KO, but we'll take a few draws and see what they do. And plus, maybe we can see more of their deck to gather some information. They've assembled Rummage P-Fires away. I don't think I actually have any outs. I believe I'm deterministically dead to decking, and also dead to damage. If they start targeting me with deck, then I'll concede. Oh, I'm just gonna die to damage before I would die to decking anyways, so good beats. We're done here now. That's a fast enough clock to make me want to concede. I don't think I'm actually going to change anything, but I'm going to sit for a few seconds to make them think I'm changing something. Alright. Now we'll hit submit. I think I hit it. Alright, there it goes. I'll keep. The mill plan's actually bad versus Graveyard Hate, which is why I don't want to do it really. I think I'm going to select Plague Engineer. You could make a case for Brainstorm actually, but I think the Engineer is going to be really good. Hope I draw a red source. A red source would be really, really good. It's actually fine. I might cast Brainstorm Response. This was like the other reason I wanted to take Engineer, because if they just get to kill that for free with their Engineer, it's not great for me. They might force this, actually. They're thinking about it. Nope. No force. Probably a Strix off Bayou. They know their mana base is safe versus me, pretty much. Like, this sort of deck cannot really afford to. Yeah, I guess I do this. If I had hit... There's like nothing I could hit there that would make that really great for me, right? Epilol, thank you for the follow. Oh, I should have just snapped off the thing. They can trophy my Gak, that's fine. Lord Matri, I don't think it's worth getting into that. I'll just not bother with it, really. Interesting. So I'm going to get deluged for a bunch, probably. Okay, that's fine. They have a trophy and a deck. Top booth. So their hand's still a trophy deck. Red source would be really good here. Nice. Yo, Epilol, thank you for the 100 bits. Do I want to trade a Bridge for their Strix? If I find a Carrion Feeder off my looting next turn, probably not. So I guess I should just say go. Well, actually attacking's kind of nice. Never mind. Yeah, I guess getting one zombie token and keeping the pressure up is pretty good. Really? If I just looting into a Carrion Feeder, I definitely can. Oh, well, that's interesting. So they probably have Snap. Oh no, that's still their hand. Oh no, they already used the trophy, so they have Dak Unknowns. That's bad. Their deck has so many colors in it. Do you think they have another green source? I'm gonna pretend they don't. Obviously, it sucks if they do, but... I don't think they do. It seems like... It's probably a taiga, though, right? My guess is their last green source is a taiga. Yeah. That attack is not good for next turn. No, they, like... I don't think this deck can play more than one tropical. I would bet a large amount of money on that. Because if they had that, they would just block both and then eat the bridge before damage, right? So I think you can deduce they don't have Trop in their deck. Seems really unlikely, but I suppose that actually could be the case. So insane. Alright, if I attack this time, what happens? Seems very bad for me, so I'm not going to do that. They block, eat my bridge, eat their Plague Engineer. What does the fetch do? This is not good. Attack with all. Block 2 things. Eat their engineer. Go to 6. They take 3. Guess that's okay. Should have played Gravecrawler first, actually, but alright. Kind of hope that I can overload them. They're at an effective... 6. Maybe they're only at an effective 5. There's a creature, there's a Plague Engineer in my graveyard. Seems very bad for me. So I need a looting. Oh, not into that. I can looting into 2 Bloodghast and a land? No, I can't even do that. This sucks. Probably dead now, but... I guess I could just play Gravecrawler and Carrion Feeder. Yeah, that's actually a better play, right? So hypothetically next turn, if nothing changes, I can grow my creature 3 more times. Sucks. Alright. There goes Gravecrawler to the ooze. Oh, I can't anyways. You're right. Damn, so close. Oh, now I can looting into 2 gas in the land. Or a second gas in a land. Alright, that's the best equity play, I think. That was not it. Four, 5, 6. Sucks a lot. Guess I discard Bridge Feeder. Well, no, because 4, 5, 6. It's not going to be a trade. This is a 7/7. I will sacrifice Thalia. It'll become a 5/5. Sacrifice a zombie. It'll be a 6/6 versus their 7/7. So that's not a good play. I think that's still the correct play. And just hope I draw another Bloodghast next turn. Do it anyways. That seems not good, so I'm not going to do that. Note they're effectively at 7. Grove is bad. Oh, shoot! Ah! I was supposed to 5/5 my feeder, but I didn't. Now I'm dead. I think I'm dead. That sucked a lot. I think there was probably a decision I could have made differently that game. I don't know. So complicated. Damn it. Damn. Damn, 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 damn. I mean, I could have. My opponent's at 5. They block my feeder because it's only a 4/4 because I forgot to sack Thalia. But there was already creatures in the graveyard for the ooze, so that's not even close to being good enough. Ringo Deathstar. That's a nice name. This looks like a keep. Hope my opponent's not Reanimator. GG's. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Probably play Carrion Feeder, say go. Actually... Well, I am going to do that, but I'm going to do it in this fashion. And hope I don't get Elish Nornd or whatever bullshit. If I do, good beats. Oh, might be getting ripped instead. Painter Servant. Okay. Does not seem ideal for me either, all things considered. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question, really. I'm gonna looting again and look for Cabal Therapy, I think, to name Grindstone. Because I think that's my best equity play. If I get to untap, I think my opponent's really dead anyways. So... Nice. So I think I discard Altar... Therapy, them. I'll name Grindstone. All right. Sort of sucks, but whatever. I think I'm going to lose to that Karn, unfortunately. Also, actually does not... Now I've thought about it, it does not make sense for me to name Grindstone, because I think given they know I have Badlands, they would have just played the Grindstone out. Also, these don't do anything anymore, which is kind of annoying. Right. 2 more Bloodghasts? I think I played this really poorly this game. And I'm going to definitely lose because of it. Sucks to suck. Should I leave an altar? Feels like the answer is no. But maybe I'm supposed to. I'm not sure. Altar seems kind of bad though, especially versus Karn. So I'm going to take it out. I think I'll side out one Gravecrawler. Wonder if I'm supposed to have these in. Probably, I guess. In which case I should side out. Side out. Maybe the Entombs can go. I'll try that. All right. Look at all those lands. Good lord. I wonder if this is a bad matchup for me. It seems like it might be. Whereas I think the 4-color control matchup is probably favorable. This matchup does not seem good. Guess I'll get Godless Shrine. Shit. I milled both of my Scrublands. So that's like actually a punt, I think. Right, well, I'll gack my opponent and hope it's good enough. So now if I draw Serenity, it's completely dead. So I guess I was supposed to fetch for Scrubland on turn 1, not Godless Shrine. Just to play around like the unlikely scenario that happened. Sucks. Wear Tear? Sucks. I guess Altar would be pretty good here because I would just kill my opponent, but I think my deck is probably favored on average. You saw how resilient the deck is to Surgical, frankly. I'm probably drawing Serenity this turn. Nope, even worse. That's okay. I'm gonna play one of my lands because I might draw like looting, and have to cast Wear after that or Tear after that. But say I do not feel like I'm in great shape. They have a lot of grindstones. I wonder if they're going to manual grind me out. They might. That's actually really bad for me. That means Wear Terror isn't good enough. Strifo, on average, this deck can make like a Hogaak on turn 2 to 3, so P-Fire is often not good enough in my opinion. Like, P-Fire is really, really, really slow. In case, what should I do here? What lands do I have left in my deck? I have 2 Swamps and 1 Badlands. Sucks. I think basically my plan... Oh no. I need to draw 2 Wear Tear before I get killed by Grindstone. And also my opponent can just start grinding themselves to look for a Painter Servant. Yeah. This feels bad. I guess I have 1 turn to draw something, but this sucks. Also, this is also a Goblin Welder, so it's going to be really, really hard. Probably dead, but I feel like I played kind of bad at some point, but this match does not feel favorable. So, 2-2 so far. 1 last match to go. I think I will run it back. Make some changes and run it back. Trying to figure out what changes I should make, though. Darth Kid. Do we think Darth Kid is a Sith? Alright, definitely a Sith. Just gonna play around Stifle by getting a Swamp. Gonna play Bloodghast this turn. Still gonna play Bloodghast this turn. They're gonna Spell Snare it? That'd be phenomenal. Right. Alright, I'm actually going to double spell here, I think. I think it's just better equity to do that. I really don't want that fetch, I think, to be quite honest. I'll trade. You want to trade? You don't want to trade. Interesting. That's fine. Stifle? Okay. Ho ho ho! Oh man, that's just so good. That's some queen living. I think I might just keep this. Actually, I guess I was supposed to. I was supposed to mill myself for 8 first, actually. Let's see, they're showing. If they draw a bolt, do I die? So maybe not. Alright. I think this is fine. I'm just gonna say go. Just block this turn, and next turn I think they're dead. Probably. Alright. Okay, so I think I'm going to kill them this turn. Which is fine. Everything's fine. Alright. They died. Easy mode. I don't think... They might have like a cage or something else, but they generally don't have much interaction. I do think you need Altar versus them to just kill them in one fell swoop. Unless if your hand's pretty good. I'm going to side in a Thoughtseize for an Entomb, and just call it quits. You can make a case for Thalia, actually, but I think on the draw it's sort of bad. So, I think I'm going to just run this. Just hope I have a reasonable hand. Good enough, I think. I'm gonna just Thoughtseize on one. Off Swamp. Do I care about days? Not really. I think I might just take Brainstorm. They draw Tarmogoyf? That would be pretty good. They did, in fact, draw Tarmogoyf. Not ideal. Not ideal for me. But that's okay. Kind of want them to daze this. Don't think they will, but they could, hypothetically. Chose not to shuffle, eh? Did they ponder into a ponder? Potentially. Interesting. Why didn't that attack? I don't know what's going on anymore. First, I'll lead with this. Could... I think I'm going to just play around Daze and probably Therapy my opponent for Force of Will. That works too, I suppose. Alright, I got an 8-8. What do you got? Okay, they conceded to that because I do not believe... Oh, I get 1 legacy point for a 3-2? Huh, they must have changed that. Someone sub? Oh yeah, I'll open a chest for 1 Marcus. Let's see what we get. Seed the land in a heuristic study. This is probably not worth anything, unfortunately. Seed the land. I think I'm gonna play one more league. Is Whiteface is still here? Whiteface is. Anything I should change? Cabal Therapy is freaking nice. Let me scour the internet. Unless if someone else has some nice suggestions. Oh, Scourge. Scourge of Neltoth. Yo, Sam. Is Sam still here? Did you leave, Sam? Is this the card? Nice. This might be... Yeah, I'm gonna put one in over... Well, okay. Do I want 4 GAC and that? Or do I want to split 2 and 2? It's really nice that it triggers your bridges, too. Alright, I'm going to play 2 and 2. That's kind of nice. Nice find, Sam. Nice find. Although, Sam did admit that I think he's sitting on a stack of those. I still want 4 GAC. What do you suggest I cut then? What am I allowed to cut? I suppose is the real question. Okay. Well, first off, I'm going to put those into the trading queue. That's a nice card. I've never seen that card before. Scourge of Neltoth. Should I just not start the Thoughtseizes? What if I just go like this? Or just play one main deck Thoughtseize? Yo, Stu. Yo, Stu, thanks for letting me hang out last weekend. It was a good time. We're trying Commander All-Star Scourge of Neltoth? I'm gonna update it in the deck list in CBL. That seems like an exciting one to try. I mean, I don't know how good it is, but it seems exciting at least. Scourge. Down for some Scourging. Alright, I could see trimming an altar. Please, sideboard he'll draw Z, you can cast from exile. You're talking about Eternal Scourge? I don't think I want to do that, for what it's worth. Alright. I'm going to cut an altar and a Thoughtseize for 2 Scourges in the main. So one of these goes back in. One of these goes, and one of these goes here. Now I have a 16 card sideboard. What should I cut from my sideboard? I might be wrong. I've been known to be wrong on occasion. I think I'm going to cut one of these white creatures. Roll a die to determine the outcome. Interesting. Okay. I got it, y'all. There are 15 cards in my sideboard. Alright. You all ready for this? Alright. Okay. We're literally going to random.org and see which card gets removed. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We'll go 1 to 16 in that order. Who's excited about this? Who's excited? Who's excited? Raise your hands if you're excited for the RNG deleting a card from our sideboard. I'm not hearing some excitement. No one's excited? Wow. Alright, generate. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we cut a Thalia. So we have 2 Thalia. I'm updating the deck list real quick now. 2 Thalia. Thoughtseize. I can't believe no one enjoyed that. Well, I guess Callum enjoyed it. We should add cards like that. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing that. I am not. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Can someone tell me if the deck was actually updated on the Cardboard Live extension? Someone let me know real quick. Yo, thanks, Min. Good to see you, friend. Alright, we're playing Hogaak, but now we have some other big monsters in our deck. Thanks to Sam Pardee suggesting this card, but I think also
even numbers only.
Stu, thank you for the $86 donation. It is a wild one. We're playing against Arcane. Are we going to play a Gak Mirror? The Gak Mirrors are real stupid, in my opinion. So I hope that's not the case. This hand like goldfishes on turn 3 essentially, so I'm gonna keep. Right, so sack outlets are really important in the mirror as well, so I could actually Thoughtseize them and take their altar. Maybe that's better. I actually am going to Thoughtseize, because the Thoughtseize is going to go dead real fast anyways, so... Guess I take looting. I wish I had Leyline in my sideboard for this matchup. Sort of. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm probably going to lose, though. Maybe I won't. No, they drew Hogaak? Oh my god, I am probably dead now, so it sucks. 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 from the feeder. Maybe I'm not dead. I would... 3, 4... Right. Guess I'll show them that I'm the Gak as well, but... I'm not sure. That's a good question, Strifefail. Looks like I'm dead, though. Weird attack. I feel like if I were my opponent, I would attack with all three. Because I'm at 17. I don't have a good block on that, really. And also, this can't block. So I don't really know what's going on there. Right. But I'm not going to block. Like, this blocking here doesn't really accomplish much. Well, I'm probably dead now. Like, I guess I'll see what they mill. They're Crypt Breaker. Interesting. Alright, so they were cautious. Feels like I'm actually going to die to damage, like the ordinary way. So what's my best plan? I guess I should play Altar. I can't actually get any zombie tokens because it's so easy for them to fizzle it with their setup, but I think I actually am supposed to look for a Hogaak to block their Hogaak. Obviously, if I miss, I die, but I'm not going to worry about that. I mean, it sucks, but whatever. This needs to be Bloodghast and Blood... No, it could be Bloodghast and Hogaak, but otherwise I die. Alright, it sucks. That really sucked, actually. They were on the play as well. Being on the play, I think, is just also kind of important. Alright. I think Bridge from Below is awful. I think I'll side out one Altar as well. Problem with Bridge from Below is that, like, we have a ton of sack outlets to mess with it, including Cabal Therapy, so I don't think it's actually a good plan. Do you agree with this, White Faces? One unfortunate part is we don't have any, like, Crypt Breakers or any, like, mid-range cards to win the weird, like, Cripple Fight games. So that might be, like, a bug, but I'm not going to worry about it. I think I'm going to board like this, though. So one thing to note is Altar is actually pretty bad if you can't rely on your Bridge from Belows, because its primary purpose is... It's a lot of lands. Do I mulligan? I need an adult. Do I mulligan this hand? I think I do. It seems actually pretty awful. Well, I mean, I guess this is what I signed up for. Just gonna Thoughtseize them on one. Hope their hand's, like, kind of bad, so I can just steamroll them. I'm gonna take that. If they just like decide to maniac take my Thoughtseize, it would not be great for me. So alright, I hope I draw my surgical. Nope. Alright, whatever. There's Coffin Purge. This is basically why Bridge from Below is not safe whatsoever. Because like the feeders and the therapies, like everything. So you just like get into a weird game where it matters about establishing board presence. But obviously the king of the board presence is Hogaak. This sucks a lot. This time I actually think I am going to block the Gak because I just need to look for my own. It is a mirror. Looks like I'm dying pretty easily. Like game 1, Arcane won the die roll and I got killed on turn 3 essentially. That's like not even that bad for me here, I think. I mean, it's not great, but it's not that bad. So we're gonna block with 1 Stitcher's Supplier. You got that right, Fangrish. Alright, we found some Gaks. I swear, if they get surgical right here, I'm gonna probably lose it. Alright, do not get surgical. Alright, so just gonna say go. It's kind of an issue that this might kill me if they draw enough recursive creatures, but I can't do anything about it. I didn't cite it in Wear Tear or anything like that, so I can't like actually remove this from the board. So cracking your fetches randomly when you have Bloodghast plus Bombardment is a little bit peculiar, but whatever. I feel like I'm dying. Oh, why, God, why? Am I 0-1 in this league? I'm not. Okay. I just couldn't remember because losing to Painter opponent happened so long ago that I thought it might have been round 1 of this league, but I couldn't remember. I send in this clown. I can make another one. And I kind of have to get them dead, so... If I don't get them dead, I will eventually die to Gum Bombardment. So attacking, I think, is actually good. I can give it Vig, essentially. By, doing this. I guess I actually do want to... Flashback Looting first. Question is, what do I want to cast it off of? Probably Undiscovered Paradise. Don't really want to take damage from my lands for no reason when the game is so close. So basically, I did all of this to just get a free 8-point attack in, and I think that was actually really good. I think I might lose to this bombardment eventually, though. They're showing a lot of damage from the Goblin Bombardment. Well, maybe not that much. Let's see what could actually happen. I do need to block, though, which kind of sucks, but... If I don't block, I literally die to bombardment, so... Problem is, Arcane's also way ahead on graveyard count, so they'll be able to cast the bombardment a lot more times than I can, which is actually a serious issue. So I'm going to trade it off. They're probably attacking again, like... Put stops inside of end of combat for this reason, but obviously if they sniff it out and just therapy me, it would kind of suck, but whatever. So I'm just going to hope that doesn't happen. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So they have 3 Goblin Bombardment. Right. Wear Terror, Undiscovered Paradise is their hand. Alright, got it. Wear Terror, Paradise. Fortunate thing is, I'm actually going to die to damage. Let's see. I'm dead on board to the bombardment, which sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there anything I can do? Doesn't seem like it. Seven, put them to 2. They shoot me. We play it, they shoot me. If I play this fetch, they'll definitely see it, so I shouldn't do that. Right. I'll therapy them for wear tear. Hope they miss it, obviously, but if they just shoot me, I'm not gonna worry about it. Kind of hoping they miss it, but I don't expect it to happen. Alright, they did not miss it, I think. Damn, that sucked. The post-board games get to be weird mid-range battles, so... Damn. Yeah, Warlord JP, thank you for the follow. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Alright. But yeah, it also looked like my opponent did not have Bridge from Below in their deck post-board, which I think is the way you're supposed to play the matchup. Why is there a salt emoji? Alright, we're 0-1 in this league. Kind of sucks, but whatevs. We have an opponent. It's JJKBB 2005. The name sounds familiar. Don't remember why. Oh, I think that might be Jack Kendall playing Elves or Steel Stompy. Don't Obviously, this hand sucks for Steel Stompy, but it's reasonable for selves. I'm not going to mulligan either way. If it happens, it happens. Oh no. Oh no. Why? Why me? Right, I'm not getting chaliced, I guess. Alright. It's not good. But I'm not dead. I'm gonna get a swamp here. I think that deck plays Wasteland still, right, Max? Is Max here? Max Torsion, you here, friend? Steel Stompy has Wasteland, right? I can't remember, but I'm like 99% sure it does. I'm gonna play around it. Can't even cast my spells unless if I draw another land anyways, so... They do? Alright. Steel Overseer. One of my favorite cards in Magic. Although, would argue this card is basically not playable in Modern anymore, unfortunately. Ooh, that's not bad. Alright, so what do I want to do? Right, this is probably step one. Oh, this is probably step two. This is probably... Oh, I messed up. I was actually supposed to sack this before playing my land because if I hit more Bloodghast, that was horrible. I hope it doesn't cost me, but that was a missequence. Alright, it's all going fine. Oh, I should have probably therapied naming Arcbound Ravager this turn. It's gonna suck if I get Ravager next turn, but whatever. Just trying to sneak in as much damage as possible. I don't think this game's going to last very long. Also, by attacking for more damage, the Ancient Tomb gets worse. That one I think I can potentially not care about. Oh, there's a Wasteland. Alright. So they don't have Arcbound Ravager because if they had Ravager, they would just play that instead of Hanger back. What happens if I attack with all my creatures? They block. Oh, that looks pretty bad actually, because what would happen would be they put counters on their Bolt Scourge and Hanger back and Factory, block Walker on Zombie, Bolt Scourge on other Zombie. Then I'm not in good shape. So I guess I'm not allowed to do that. Yep. Probably gonna lose, I think, to this Steel Overseer. But, you know, it sucks. The noose is tightening. Oh my god. The problem is I can't actually attack into the hangerback because that represents more damage than if I just leave the hangerback right there. Oh boy. I think I can win the post-board game, so I'm not going to worry about it. Obviously, this sort of sucks. I think I'm supposed to jump here and save 5 damage. I don't really think I can squeak through a damage-based one anymore because of the Vault Scourge. So, alright. Actually, dead on board. Oh, I didn't draw... I mean, my second land was an Undiscovered Paradise, and I didn't draw a land after that, but the Thorn was pretty debilitating. What sucks in this matchup? I think I'm going to take out Entomb, probably. I think I'm also going to take out Thoughtseize and just have in all my anti-artifact bullshit. Is this good in this matchup? I also think I might need Altar in this matchup for what it's worth. I think I'm going to side out one of these and one Gravecrawler, because I think my mana will be tight. Maybe I'm supposed to just leave in Gravecrawler and take out both of these. Actually seems better. Deck. Alright, I'm gonna keep... Alright, I'm gonna play a land, say go, and not even... Alright, that's fine. Not even play my Stitcher Supplier because I need the land to play the Serenity. Just be a child, someone, please. Not that. Come on. Damn. Say go. Hope to top deck another land. Land! 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 Shouting at your computer doesn't work, apparently. I thought it would. No! Please! Alright, maybe they have no good follow-up. Now I guess I'm gonna play my creatures. Oh sh! What the hell's wrong with me? Whatever. Okay, maybe they have nothing but lock pieces. Alright. Don't really want to... Actually, I should have played it. I'm being stupid as hell right now. Okay, let's calm down and reanalyze what is going to happen for me to win. Don't think this is necessary. Guess. All right, let's calm down. I think this is not going to be good. So, all right, just let me draw fetches. Ooh. All right. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, step 1. Right. Just draw. Shit. It's gonna be a threat at some point. wonder what they're faring for. Walking Ballista makes sense. Okay. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So is that Ballista for 3? Okay. Alright. This is not PG safe. It's really not PG safe. Ah, hold! I'm not going to type hold in the chat. That's kind of mean, but... Okay, that makes sense. So they're going to attack, deal me 4, obviously. Then I get to have my fun. And yeah, we're going to have fun. Because I didn't really come here not to have fun with Serenity out versus the artifact deck. Alright, so note, Caracas can bounce the GAC, but that's fine. I guess... I should actually fetch for Swamp here. Play this first. Let's see. So, if I play another one, doesn't really accomplish much. I think I might just play Altar and say go. They could Revoker it, but that's fine. The Serenity. Good lord. Alright. All I needed to do was calm down and draw lands, because they were not actually killing us, which is the fortunate part of that entire scenario. This is a legend. Could have put 12 power into play and get my Caracas bounced by, or get Hogaak bounced by Caracas down. I think just playing Altar saying go is better. That's why I did that. Alan, Sam suggested I play this card. Not sure it's any good or not, really. But Serenity killed some of my opponent's permanents, so that one was nice. I think discard is pretty bad in this matchup generally, so I might shave 2 therapies for 2 scourges on the draw. I think like discard especially gets worse, especially on the draw. Right. I don't know. I mean, just trying things. Alright, this is a keep versus Steel Stompy. This is just like the best card possible, so... Chalice on 1 probably. Note, my deck can actually beat Chalice on 1, Chalice on 2 if they play an enchantment. If they don't, I might have to play my bridge and then fuse Wear Tear on one of the Chalices and my bridge. So, that's a weird corner case. Like, this is where casting Bridge might actually come up at some weird point. Mostly to enable fused Wear Tear through a Chalice. No! Why? Do you think they'll take Serenity? Yeah. Well, that's actually good, sort of. Well, I guess I'm going to play it anyways, but I'm not sure if it's... I might get Revokered, or I might get killed before... This card is so good. So good that your Steel Overseer deck plays this card. That's a tough one to beat, too. Really not good. You need to find, like... The problem is, I'm not even sure this is going to do that. Oh, shit. I'm not even sure this is going to do that much, realistically speaking. Well, I can't beat Fair Cobb anyway, so I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist. Guess I say go now. Well, the problem is Bridge from Below doesn't actually do very much. I was just looking for Hogaak plus Bloodghast. Take 8, go to 6. So I have to do something good next turn, and it has to produce 2 blockers, really. And it has to defeat Walking Ballista in battle. Seems like a tough order. That's like way too late. I guess I attack and see what happens. Feels like I cannot get out of this, really. Too little, too late, I think. Problem is, Chalice on 1 locks out a lot of what I can do that's going to be good. Alright, I died. Like, if they just attack without their creatures, I literally die, so that sucks. I guess I'll make them do it, but... that was disappointing. Lost round 1 to a Legacy Gak Mirror because of Goblin Bombardment. Then lost this match. Their hand was pretty good in game 3, but, you know, that's so it goes. Really, I lost game 1 because I was on the draw, I think, as well, to Thorn of Amethyst. But that's also how it goes. It's not surprising if you've played with the modern version of the Do. The only ways you could actually mill those is by milling yourself with Altar of Dementia. It actually like doesn't work any other way in this deck. Yeah, but that's only like 8 cards, right? Oh my god, Eddie, why? Alright, I know I'm playing against humans, so I am gonna keep, but... Freaking Eddie queuing into me. Probably gonna lose to like... I don't know what. Well... You thought this was a legacy stream? Well, you did not know. You did not know that I would only queue into decks that also exist in Modern. Yes. I think that's less true in this version, but... Ooh, that's good. Right. I'll just play Altar and say go. Don't think playing my creature first actually accomplishes that much. It's a little bit different, but it's mostly the same. I believe Jacob could just play this deck to like almost optimal as it is. I mean, this looks exactly the same, except I just got wastelanded. So I can therapy myself for Bridge from Below, play this, get 2 zombies, and try to go off. That looks good, right? It should be, assuming I don't mess it up. Guess I'll therapy... Should I mill myself or should I therapy them? I guess milling myself is slightly better, because I might just need everything in my graveyard as possible. Not gonna flashback looting this game. No, I think it is actually deterministic. I didn't run the numbers. I believe you can just get your entire everything you want. Considering that my deck is built exactly the same in terms of kill condition as the Modern version, it is deterministic, I believe. Right. Yeah, 2 bridges, 1 Gak is deterministic. You can flashback with a tapped zombie. Don't even really know what that means. I guess I should have milled myself for the 4th bridge. Well, there's the 4th bridge, so I guess it doesn't matter now. This is like the least interesting part of the deck, I think. Alright. I'm gonna see what's in their hand. Probably Sanctum. No! Eddie! Damn. Maybe I should have just therapied them earlier so they didn't do that. What the hell does he play? I think he has surgicals, so discard's like okay, but not like insane. Gak is not great versus Caracas, but I think I still need it. Maybe I just submit the same deck. Might be the case. I know. That's true, Alan. That's true. I should have named Abandoned Hope. There's a lot of good ones you can choose. No, Eddie doesn't play Leyline, so I don't want Wear Tear. It only kills Aether Vial versus him. Well, their deck has Ancient Ziggurat, so I would suggest not putting Rest in Peace in your Ancient Ziggurat deck. Dismal Failure's nice. I also like Extinguish All Hope is a nice one, to be fair. Right. I'm just going to mulligan all my slow hands. This hand's pretty good, so I'm not going to mulligan. Going to lead with Swamp, Gravecrawler probably. Does this offend you, the Joe? I mean, like... it's fine. I lost... when I played it last week, I was 4-1. 3-2 in the first week, and I'm 0-2 in this one. And yeah, you can sack it to Altar if you need to, which is a nice benefit. Yes, you can. Altar sacks any creature. You only storm kill your opponent when you have Altar out, the dough. I don't know who's offended by what anymore. I'm actually confused and lost. Next turn, I'm actually going to therapy them for, I think, surgical. I guess it is kind of covering it. I guess I'll see if I can move it. Is that better? Better or worse? Interesting. Okay. That's covering the other? I guess it is. Alright, well, Oh! I can't mill them out anymore. Alright, then. Guess I can start milling myself, though. Do I therapy for surgical first? Probably do. Oh, I would have to pay one. So, do I still want to do that? Well, no, I can't. This is a hard counter to milling them out. I guess I just take this turn off therapying them for surgical because it's not even that bad for me to do that. Am I supposed to play around surgical or not? Like, so on turn 1 they topped on their Aether Vial, but that doesn't... Wasteland's really good versus me. I think I'm going to therapy them for surgical extraction. I think this is a close play. I'm not sure what actually the correct answer is, but... Shit. That's not good. Actually, that's not even that bad. You can make all the zombie tokens through... Let's see... Nah, I don't want to trade. You can make all the zombie tokens through Containment Freeze because it only says non-token on it. And also, Hogaak cast from the graveyard. So the only cards this affects are actually Bloodghast. So this card's secretly much worse versus this deck. Right. So they drew Vial. So their hand's Freebooter, Priest. It's not that bad for me. I'm also not dying quickly, which is an upside of what's going on here. It'll take them a while to kill me with their current setup, so it's all good. It's not a good draw. I mean, Altar already covers Deputy, so I'm not sure what's going on. I'm just going to play Gas and say go. So see what happens this turn, but honestly in probably pretty good shape for next turn. I can play both feeders. Yeah, the first version had Putrid Imp. You can ask Callum about that. I don't know if it's right or not. It's kind of like weirdly lateral, I think. Right. So Freebooter or Priest? That's a lot better for me. Oh no, they can still cast Priest, right? Right. You're talking about Yawgmoth? I think you're talking about Yawgmoth. Actually, I should have done things in a different order, I think. Okay. Cute. These are completely dead now, so... Where are my bridges? Still no bridges. Guess I could flip over 2 bridges exactly. And then still go off completely this turn. Alright, I missed, but whatever. Next turn is probably lethal still. Don't think I optimized that actually, but I'm not sure it's actually going to matter. It might matter, it might not. I fucked it up. Hope it doesn't cost me. It might though. Good, we found some bridges. Like, so Eddie actually had a chance to interrupt a few times there, and if they had, I think I might have lost. But, like, admittedly, it's really boring to play against this deck, so, like, when this is happening. So I don't necessarily blame Eddie for just checking out. Okay, so I need to leave enough cards in to attack my opponent to death, is the reality of what's going on here. Three bridges, is that enough? Probably is enough. So So this is what I'm doing instead, obviously, which is just making a bunch of zombies. Oh, whoops. I guess I was supposed to tap the Hogaak. I think I misclicked. Dude, like, it barely matters, honestly, but you are correct. I also knew you would be the one to point that out. Okay, so how many blockers do I have? I have 6 blockers, and they can attack with Containment Priest, or they can attack with Freebooter for 2. It looks like I have a lethal attack next turn. Right, so now I guess I'll say go. They could try to bounce my Hogaak, and then I'll just sack it to Carrion Feeder. Should I have? What does that do, Alan? Maybe I should have. Suppose that's true. Guess I'll play around Thalia's Lieutenant. I have one bridge left in my deck, right? Makes sense. Okay. Still looks like they're really dead on board. I think it's actually better for me to make 3 more zombies instead of having 1 Carrion Feeder. Don't see how they win from here. I have 15 attackers. I guess mill you, sack that. If they have Spore Frog, that doesn't win them the game either. Because I just attack with enough to force the Spore Frog, then leave it back enough blockers, right? You did have to try, Eddie. You gotta always chump check. Alright, beat humans 2-0. Not surprised that that matchup's good. Their deck doesn't really, like... what's the best way of putting it? Oh, so you could deputy the altar and then deputy all of the tokens, and then I'd probably die. Then we'd at least go to game 3 and see what happens. I see. Yeah, that would have been a little bit better for you, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we're going to... No, I sacked the feeder to make tokens, but maybe that was loose. I should have actually thought about it longer and played around double deputy. That is actually correct. Opponent chose to draw, which means they are probably Manaless Dredge. My hand's actually pretty good versus Manaless Dredge. You know, they chose to draw, and they mold. I still think it would be Manaless Dredge, in my opinion. I mean, if they're Belcher, great. Oh shoot, you distract... I was supposed to sacrifice Bloodghast for counter. I shouldn't get distracted by people talking. Alright. Whatever, this is fine. This is like a turn 4 kill, I think. You write so much stuff in the chat, I'm just inclined to read it. Wow, shocking that was Manaless Dredge. I have not seen a Belcher deck in years on Magic Online. That's interesting. Guess I try to kill them. I guess I can... Oh no, I don't even really want to attack first. Alright, so if I mill their entire deck, what will happen? I'll take 4 creeping chill hits, go to 6. But then what? Is there a way this could actually go wrong? Alright. Guess I'll see what happens. I also assume that, but you don't know for sure. Time to Hogaak. The Hogaak attack. It's asking me any order because they have cards that Graveyard Order cares about, which is kind of funny, I feel like. But obviously I don't, really. Oops. Still might attack with that one as a cheeky attack. Opponent got bored. Alright. So, since it's Manaless Dredge, all of the discard's good. This is good, this is good, this is good. Guess I'll side out, like, this card. I think they might have Leyline. So I'll side in 2 Wear Tear, but I'm not going to mess too much with it. I'm actually skeptical I want Thalia. Okay, what do you want to side out then? Okay, what is white Leyline like? Sure, I can still just make like infinite power. Should I side out Altar then? Should I play Scourge of Tel Noth in this matchup? Or Nel Toth? So I have 49 seconds. I guess I could cut altars. These are probably better because there's... Well... I don't understand why you hate Bloodghast so much. Alright, I'm about to time out, so I've got 2 gas, but I'm not actually sure that siding this out is correct. No, I think Bridge is still good versus them. Oh, I thought I clicked submit. Hope that submit went through. Well, the actual thing is you should actually side out Altar more often than not, because it is actually horrendous for its graveyard hate. Alright, this hand's really good, so we have a time walk. We have like part of our engine, and we have like a piece of interaction. So this is basically the nuts. Chancellor of the Annex, okay. I think I'm just gonna play Land Seiko and turn 2 Thoughtseize is my play. Well, I didn't have the choice, Callum. I won game 1. Why would I EOT Surgical? Yeah, opponent mulliganed again. I'm just over here casting my Tom Walks. What happens if I take Golgari Thug and Surgical it? Is that even good? Yeah, but it puts them down another card and they have no Dredger. I think I actually am supposed to take Fairy Macabre and Surgical it. I think that is actually the best play. I can wait to see what they draw, to be fair. Yeah, I can wait to see what they draw, and... Alright, I can basically do it now, I think, is the reality of it. Because I want to do things on my turn, so doing it now is good. Dismiss all. Your hand is Bridge, Chancellor. 2DR, Thug, Shadow. Okay, so they're pretty far off doing things that matter. More time walks is nice. I don't even have to cast one yet, right? Next turn I can cast Thoughtseize. Attack for 3. Take Chancellor and Therapy. I can wait on Therapy on Dread Return, I suppose. But realistically, I think they're going to die before they get to do anything real. Oh, I guess I should actually Therapy this turn to use my mana and make a zombie token is the actual answer. Although they might just leave the game now because they're not going to be able to do anything in a real time frame. Yep. I guess too many time walks. Every discard spell is a time walk versus that deck. Alright, so we're 2-2. Rallying back to a 3-2. 4-1, 3-2, 2-2 are my records so far with this version. Oh, tune to profit? Maybe. What's up, Pat J? Hope you're having a good one. Right, Ryan Myers. Let's see what the matchup is. I kept this hand, might be loose, but I get to disrupt them a bunch before anything happens. Kind of just hope, like, I don't know. I think this is a keep, but it's obviously not insane. Kind of looks like they're Storm, but maybe not. I have a bunch of time to draw out into something real as well. They chose to shuffle and ponder. That's a good sign. Well, that's pretty good too. I'm still gonna lead on Thoughtseize first though. Better versus Days, better versus a large swath of the format. I'm going to just tear their hand apart and then play these later. I guess I actually am supposed to therapy for him here, which is kind of shocking, but... Normally, like, him sucks versus deck, but my hand actually wants its cards, so... And now... Yo! Jack, thanks for the $5.
Jarvis a little bit towards the American Cancer Society.
Yo, you gave me a paddling in that game 3. I obviously needed that Serenity, but... couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, cat's on hype. Indeed. Alright. Now we'll cast some Faithless Lootings. Right, nice. Nice. My first trick, tear your hand apart. The second trick, therapy you again for Narset. Whoa, where are you going, opponent? I discarded spell on them 3 times, and then I was going to make a Hogaak. Yeah, this is the last match of the league of the stream, but it looks like they're Grixis, so I mean, I just shredded their hand, obviously, which is insane for me. Come Hogaak. Yeah, Cliffy. I expect this deck to be banned by Barcelona, but. Or in Modern, rather. but it might not be. You know, stranger things have happened. I think I'm gonna try this. Just think the discard is so good versus them. Yo, Cliff, I hope you've had some good drafts going. I've really enjoyed Modern Horizons 1 Limited. That's why I went to both of the GPs. My sealed record was pretty good, actually. I guess I keep. I'm also on the draw, but obviously this hand could go south. Just think Thoughtseize is so insane versus the Grixis decks. Yeah. Perhaps my Thoughtseize will disappear. I have not. I'm not a huge fan of Infect Lifetime, like in any format, so I generally just don't play it. I don't think they have Wasteland in their deck. Obviously they could, but no, I leave the infecting to Tom and Max McVitie. I don't play that way, generally speaking. Huh. Okay. So something alright. This is sort of going south. It's weird you say that because I know Cyrus hates Storm right now, so it's kind of odd that you two have such different experiences. Is it just Cyrus exaggerating again? I wouldn't put it past Sai to just exaggerate. Yeah, sounds about right. Ooh, do they not have blue mana? It's gonna be nice if they don't. Oh, they have it. Alright. Sucks. Sucks. That was actually okay. Man, War of the Spark, in my opinion, was not a well-designed set, but... Or maybe... Sorry, that might not be the case, but a few of the cards in that set were just not wise decisions, I think, is the reality of it. Maybe just therapy them for Jace, probably. Kind of hard, actually. Well, I guess it depends on what they draw, but this is kind of unpleasant. That was pretty good for them. Some push and 2 Hercules. I mean, I'll believe you. I don't know anything. Kind of wondering if they should have just surgicaled my therapy. Probably not. It's not good. Probably gonna lose to their creatures, which is kind of sad. Their hand wasn't great, but I guess I did get deluged. Right, so they have no more spells, except for the surgical I know about. I guess I'm actually favored in this race somehow, which is kind of funny. Okay. I'm okay with them doing this. I kind of just want to like pressure them. I'm showing like 4 versus their 3 per turn, so like that's actually a good race for me. I guess this Arcanist means I don't get to attack this turn. The other Arcanist that they have in their hand. So maybe it's not that great for me, but whatever. What is this? Let's see. So they're gonna surgical my Bloodghast, I guess? Sort of makes sense, right? The surgical Bloodghast. And then what happens? Wait, we targeted Bolt? That's weird. That sucked. So I get to return this gas that like got bolted for I don't know what was going on there. I guess this turn they get to bolt plus surgical. I don't know. It's not working out well for me, is what it looks like. So I just die. 6, 10, I'm at 9. Very well. I accept my fate of dead. Alright. So I'm not going to change anything. I mean, I don't really have any options. But these games sort of make me wonder if I want like a few pushes in my sideboard as well. But I'm going to leave it be for now. Gack, 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 gack. Gack. I don't think Coffin Purge is very good versus my opponent, so I don't want it in. Sounds pretty bad. Sounds worse. I'm gonna ship this one too. my gack. We're going to ship this hand. And hope to draw a better hand. There's only so much a gacking that people can take. Alright, this hand's much better than all the other ones, so I will keep it. If I get Search Gold, I'm not going to worry about it. Only thing I ask is if I get Search Gold, I don't draw a redundant copy of whatever's getting Search Gold. That's not great. It's not looking good. Not looking good whatsoever. But just have to deal with it. Ooh, exactly where I want that card. Alright, that's fine. I was didn't get to draw a card. Why, Alan? Why? Oh. Oh my gosh. Alright. Select that card. Because that's the one that's most likely to snowball out of control. The other ones are sort of defeatable. So far, this Scourge card has done basically nothing. Oh my gosh, why? That's such a good draw. Sorry, Sam. This card has looked not very good. But we tried, which is the important thing. Alright. I think they probably have the Snapcaster in their hand still, so I'll probably therapy that, but I'll see what I do. Alright. I name Snapcaster. I would be shocked if they did not have Snapcaster in their hand. Nice. Ooh, okay, so got the snap. Oh, they didn't crack their fetch? Okay, so they just wanted that land. Snapcaster. I think I'm dead this game, but we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll do something weird. Right. Great point by Alan. That's probably the most likely effect of the London Mulligan. Yeah, like, you don't have to mull so low. So you're more likely to have a Dredger to discard, right? A. Hurley, I don't think you need more discard, but it is an interesting idea at least. Possibly I should play one of these, but I guess I was actually getting close to hard casting, so maybe I should have played my lands out. I guess not, but whatever. It's a lot better for Dredge to have a Dredger to discard. Alright, I guess it's something. I believe Fortunelli wrote a Python simulation to figure it out, but don't quote me on that. Or do quote me on that. No, I have to sack 2 creatures. Oh, it does, actually. It actually does, because I have a bunch of... I should have actually done this before. Good question. I'm not really sure offhand. Alright. Say go. I think my opponent does not have good cards in hand. Oh, I can play Hogaak. Why did I pass? Shoot. Okay. How do I cast the Scourge? Cast both. Alright. Probably should. I did not actually count. This is fine. No. I mean... Did I? I should have done it in the other order. That's right. That is actually right. I could have exiled Bloodghast instead, and that would be a lot better. Alright, this is for you, Samuel. We put the Scourge on the stack. I see. Probably getting Angrath's rampaged. Alright, not playing Run Bolt. If you have it, you have it. Yeah, whatever. Like... I did not map out what I was supposed to do, but I should have. Second gas and zombie. You can get another zombie. Yep, I should have done that. Didn't work it out all the way through. Well, we actually put this card in the stack once. It got Force of Willed, which is fine. Alright, let me tell you some stories about Twitch chat. There was one point where I was streaming Arena, and someone was like, yeah, you should do this play, you're gonna win if you do it. I'm like, no, if I did what you did, I would die. And the person just kept on insisting on it, so I just, since it's on Arena, it's basically stakeless, so I just did what they wanted me to do, and then I died the next turn, and he's like, oh, I guess I didn't know what that card did. So, it's really hard for me to trust a lot of Twitch chat. I'm not gonna lie. %? That's so many. Wow, that's kind of rude, Andrew. Alright. Do I have any more chests to open? Okay. We've gotten some donations, so I'll open 2 more chests. This is for you, Stuart. Heritage Druid. And a Sacred Foundry. Callum already doesn't like Vengevine in the modern one. It's Arena. There's, like, no stakes. Like, who the hell cares? Your base... Like, so the thing about Arena is none of your matches actually matter, except if you're playing a big tournament. Jack, here's a chest for you. Let's see what we open. Ooh, Goblin King Spellskite. Spellskite. Checking to see if we got anything worth anything. I think I actually maybe came out ahead. Maybe not. I think it's close, but... Spellskite. What's the last card? Goblin King. I have a fondness for Goblin King, even though I think it's like kind of a weird card. Like, why is it double-sided? I guess because... Well, why would I want to keep any cards when I have Mana Traders? Why is Goblin King double-sided? Why is Elvish Champion double-sided? Why is Lord of Atlantis double-sided? And why... Is there a white one? I guess the white one's actually Crusade, right? What completes the Goblin King cycle? Is it actually Crusade? Daru War Chief is from Scourge, so it does not complete that cycle. Daru War Chief is part of the Goblin War Chief cycle, which is Undead War Chief, Goblin War Chief, Undead War Chief, Goblin War Chief, Daru War Chief. Are there even 2 others? Trying to remember now. I feel like there are, but I'm just blanking because I didn't sleep much last night. Croson War Chief. Oh yeah, that one reduces beasts. Oh yeah, that one sucks though. Regenerate Turret Beast? Who the hell cares about that? It's actually pretty good with Contested Cliffs, so. Alright. Gonna see who else is streaming and probably paid for it. I am really tired now. I slept so bad last night. I think I'm going to pay it forward to a Negator, but I'm going to be back on Wednesday to do one last stream for charity. I don't know what I'll be playing yet. Probably not this deck anymore. Kind of done with it for now, but we're going to pay it forward to Tom Hep. So stick around if you want to see some Bug Depths played by a Master.